Well, I was really looking at three things. One, I wanted to get away from a small firm that just has one or two techs. Um, Something happens to that tech, we're in trouble. We've lost all our support. So I wanted to get a firm that had many technicians, a large team. One, reduces my risk if someone was to leave that organization. That knowledge base of the county board within that IT firm still exists, and they still are very aware of our needs. Um, and then also by having a much larger team, I was aware that there would be a greater depth of knowledge and um, when it comes to IT. You know, if I had one or two IT techs working for us, I only have the knowledge of those one or two IT. Now I've got a much larger team, which I knew I was going to get with Go Concepts. Uh, that also helps too when it comes to troubleshooting things. If we're into an issue or a problem and this one tech doesn't have the answer, do they have someone else that they can pass it on to or refer to get the answer, or do they just spend hours and days researching? So with Go Concepts, we do have that team, and it could get kicked up to another level and our problems can get solved. The other thing I was looking for was exceptional customer service. I do know, because of my position within this agency, if I make a call, I'll get my problems resolved and immediately. But I wanted every person in our agency to get that same level of response. And again, looking for that exceptional customer service. So it's not just giving me great service because I'm the one that signs the contract. That firm, such as Go Concepts, should be looking at every person in this agency as if that staff member is the one that signs off on that contract. So everybody in the agency gets great service. So I wanted this exceptional customer service, and I started polling staff. You know, have you had any issues? Have you called Go Concepts? What was their response? And it's been favorable since day one. Even today, I'll still ask people, because again, I want anyone within this agency to have that same level of exceptional customer service that I would expect to get, and I hear that. If a technician can't solve their problem right away, maybe it gets kicked up another level to an engineer, but they're coming back and they're responding to the staff and, hey, we'll be back with you tomorrow. We're going to try to figure out this issue and we'll get it fixed. So they don't drop the ball, or help desk tickets don't become invisible. They don't disappear. It stays on Go Concepts' radar until it's solved. Which is something I did like too, because, you know, my past experience, you know, yeah, those critical high priority problems get solved right away, but those low priority issues tend to drag on. You know, it's okay, we'll get to that when we have time. I found with Go Concepts, it never disappears. They're constantly going back and saying, okay, what tickets are still open, even if it's a low priority and a minor issue, and then they work on it. So there's no lingering low priority items that don't get resolved. We resolve everything. Yeah, with Go Concepts, we did get a secure network. It's no longer a clunky way of remoting in, but we have the VPN connection. We can still remote in if we're away and there's a problem with that VPN connection, but that's, you know, a secondary workaround solution. So yes, operationally much smoother. We have the tools to be able to do our jobs and do it right away. Most definitely. I was one of the, let's say, the local go-to persons for IT issues. People here within this agency, rather than trying to get a hold of the other tech that we had, tech firm that we were utilizing, they'd come to me and see if I could maybe immediately solve their problem. I was very instrumental in getting any kind of devices, computers, servers involved or set up in this agency. So I was somewhat savvy, and yes, I would solve people's problems, but it was taxing a lot of my time. I wanted, again, to get an an IT firm that our staff would be comfortable calling, get quick resolution, so that they're not coming to me and saying, "Hey, Mike, I got a problem." They're dependable. They have a wealth of knowledge. They've got a large team to support, provide that exceptional customer service. They don't drop any balls. They work until all your problems are resolved.